Nearly 5 decades of infrastructure that needs improving are vital for the Pharma campus and serves 31% of our city, including our Barnes Medical Center. Adequate water and wastewater systems are fundamental for sustainable growth here. And looking ahead, advancing the pharmaceutical industry in Petersburg also requires a concerted effort to meet workforce demands and prepare our residents here in the city for these jobs. Establishing a pharmaceutical training facility in Petersburg is essential to providing the skilled labor force necessary for advanced pharmaceutical manufacturing, ensuring the growth and prosperity of our industry partners. Petersburg is working with Governor Youngkin's office, the General Assembly, and our congressional representatives on the support needed to finalize this vision, which will make sure that Petersburg will be the hub of pharmaceutical manufacturing for many decades to come. This massive effort requires cooperation and collaboration from many, including you. I want to thank the Virginia Department of Small Business and Supply Diversity, the Alliance for Building Better Medicine, and the Partnership for Petersburg for organizing this event today. Geared toward job creation, workforce training, economic growth for small businesses in Petersburg and the region. Petersburg is committed to creating opportunities for our companies to expand and is proud to host this event here today. Many organizations here have information that will help you participate in growing the pharmaceutical campus. I encourage you to talk with them, learn from their experiences, explore potential partnerships, and see the future we are building here together. Thank you for your invaluable contributions and for being part of this journey towards a brighter, healthier future for Petersburg and for our country and beyond. Thank you again for attending.
I'll be quick so that you can get to listen to the much smarter folks up here. But I want to thank you so much for being here, and to Willis, Catherine, and all of you at SBSD, we really, really do appreciate it. My name is Garrison Coward, and I'm honored here to bring remarks on behalf of, thank you, Mr. Mayor, for having us in your lovely city here, the city of Petersburg. I'm coming on behalf of remarks for the Governor Glenn Youngkin. I run the Governor's Partnership for Petersburg, along with my colleagues Allison Youngblood and me, Spots. And I just wanted to give you a quick little update on where we are and why this is so important. The Partnership for Petersburg is essentially a public-private partnership to transform and to empower the city of Petersburg to bring about comprehensive change to the citizens in Petersburg. We've got over 48 initiatives running right now, and 3 of which are geared directly towards advanced pharmaceutical manufacturing. We've got one to grow the pharma cluster, we've got one to grow the pharmaceutical workforce cluster, and then we've got one to make sure that we're growing small businesses here. And each of you are playing a vital role in each of those 3 pillars. Just over the last 2.5 years, Governor Youngkin's administration has invested over $157 million in life sciences. Think about that for a second. $157 million in life sciences, including $114 million to 4 different universities. One of our favorite, led by Dr. Frank Upton right here, Medicines for All. But that's very important and all, but what we really need is your collaboration. We need your support. We need to make sure that everyone's rowing in the same direction. And that's why it's important for us to have these types of symposiums and these expositions. So thank you so much for what you're doing right now. I want to thank the city of Petersburg. We want to thank Flo. We want to thank Civica, the Alliance, and all of the partners here and what we're going to do to continue to transform the city. So thank you so much for being here today. And again, if you have any questions, please do ask, and don't be afraid to come up and talk to us. So have a great one. Thank you.
All right, good afternoon. My name is Robbie Tamaria. I'm the chair of the Alliance for Building Better Medicine. I'm also a corporate affairs officer for Flow. The Alliance for Building Better Medicine is, well, it's in the name. It's an alliance. It's a group of public, private stakeholders, including educational institutions. We've got VCU and Virginia State, here in the Petersburg area, and then Brightpoint, Reynolds, and the CCWA. Really coming together to reimagine the supply chain of our essential medicines. To do that using advanced processes and innovations in our chemistry and the way in which we make medicine. So, as the name goes, Alliance for Building Better Medicine. The Alliance is about 4 years old. We just had our 4th anniversary. Mayor spoke about some of the investments that have been made here in Petersburg. Collectively, in the region, it's close to $750 million over the last 4 years have been invested into this area. It's really vitally important. It started around the idea of COVID and the supply chain that was affected during that time. But really, when you think about it, it goes so much further. So we had a hurricane that flew over, not a hurricane, excuse me, a tornado that flew over Rocky Mount, North Carolina, the whole entire Pfizer plant. We've had supply chain issues with the barge colliding with a bridge in Baltimore. And then most recently, Hurricane Helene. Not only are folks still suffering from that, but there was a very large international plant for IV fluids in North Carolina that was destroyed in that process. So being able to have sovereignty here in our United States to provide for a healthy community, a healthy nation is incredibly important. And one of the things that I take such pride in is that effort, that national effort, is happening right here in the city of Petersburg. Yes, Richmond, I can say because I'm outside the city limits, plays a part in that. But again, the vast majority of that, the campus, the heart of what we're doing for our nation is right here in the city. So that's the first important part. Garrison mentioned the importance of these symposiums, and I'm reflected on my time when I was in the administration that it's important for us to invite everybody to the dance, but it's more important to ask people to dance. And I think that what we're doing here today is that example of that inclusion, that it's one thing to have small businesses and minority-owned businesses participate, be invited, but it's another to say, what offerings do you have and what do we need and how can we work together? So I'm looking forward to spending some time doing that today. Probably won't have any yeses and handshakes today, but this is the first conversation, that important first step of knowing what are some of the small business and SBS SWAM certified businesses that we can do business with, while all of myself and all of our partners are working on that end-to-end. 95% of the key starting materials, the first building block, is overseas. 82% of the active pharmaceutical ingredient is overseas, and now more than 50% of the fill finish is overseas. While we're working on that fully integrated end-to-end supply chain, there's a significant amount of that side to side. And I think this is that opportunity to make sure that we're utilizing not only City of Petersburg businesses, but SWAM certified businesses as well. I have a very weird situation in which I am now the next speaker.